Today we're going to start off Chapter 5, which is about designing samples, with the difference between an observational study and an experiment. An observational study is just what an observational study would seem like when you observe. So you basically watch and record what is happening. On the other side, an experiment is one where you apply what we're going to refer to as a treatment, which means you tell someone or you make someone do something, obviously morally okay, but you apply a treatment to groups of people. It could be as simple as playing music or giving them a different toothbrush, but you make their lives different in some way. Alright, so we're going to do some more things. Population is an entire defined group of people. So a population could simply be all students at WHS, which you would all be a part of, but I would not, because I'm not a student, so I wouldn't be considered in this population, just the people in this group. You could also say all men. And and then there is something called a sample, which is any subgroup of the population. And we're going to use that sample to get information about the whole group. Sampling is when you take the group to get the information, and when you want to get the information from the whole population, that's what we call a census. So every 10 years, the census comes around to ask everybody how many people live in your house and other questions. That's because they want to hear from everybody. Most places, when you do a survey, are just getting a sample. Alright, we're going to call the rest of this lesson bad samples. How you get a bad sample for trying to find out any real good information. And the first one is called a voluntary sample, which means that people choose to be part of, in this case, we'll just call it the survey. So, what does that mean? Anytime you see one of these call-ins numbers where you want to say what's wrong with the Bears this year, you call in and you say the quarterback. And someone else calls in and says the coach. And you call in and you give your answer. That's voluntary. This is bad because all we're getting is the people who want to express their opinion. Then we have something called convenience sampling. Convenience sampling is where I ask the easiest people. So I go around my house and I ask people, do you like me? And the people in my house all say, yes. So everybody likes me. No, I just did this because it was easy. These are samples that are called biased because they do not give give systematically, I should put, systematically give poor results. So that's the start of chapter 5.